What's your name and what is your role at the St James Theatre?
David Gilmore, and I'm the Artistic Director.
What does your job involve at the St James Theatre?
I suppose the job of Artistic Director in any theatre is foremost choosing the programme for the theatre. But it goes well beyond that. I mean, most theatre companies are run by two people, the Artistic Director and the Executive Administrative Director. And between you, you are responsible for everything that goes on in the building and the team that works in the building. So just choosing the plays is really the smallest part of the job in many ways.
How do you go about choosing shows for a brand new theatre?
That's a long answer to that question. There could be. Very simply, the first thing to do was to identify what was already being done in theatres of a similar size and scale. I mean, there's a lot of competition for a theatre of around 300. You've got the Almeida, you've got many a Chocolate Factory, the Donmar, all sorts of theatres, Hampstead Theatre Club, and one wants to try and carve an individual path. So it was looking at what areas might be left to be developed. At the same time as bearing in mind that we would have no public subsidy, so the shows have to be commercial in nature, and also be able to be performed, to be done within the technical limitations of the building. So immediately you've got quite a lot of strictures about making your choice. Then you add to that the fact that the writing must be of very top quality, that if they're revivals, they must be really worthy of being revived, new plays, plays from the regions, and so a filtration process brings you down to what hopefully then you put together to create a balanced season. I mean, you wouldn't want three very heavy, gloomy dramas back to back any more than you'd want perhaps three comedies back to back. So you hope that each season has a balance within itself.
Why did you want to be involved with St James Theatre?
Well, I ran a couple of theatre companies some years ago and enjoyed it enormously, and then for many years I've been freelance. And then when the opportunity came along to run one's own company again, it was too attractive an offer to turn down. To actually be responsible for making the final choice of programming was very appealing.
What are you most excited about?
I think that hopefully the exciting thing will be to launch a beautiful gem of a theatre in London, a new theatre which doesn't come along very often, and for it to find its own audience, an audience that is drawn from the local resident population, the daily working population, which is huge in the Victoria Westminster area, and to create an identity where that audience will trust what we do sufficiently, almost not to worry about what we're doing, but to say, let's go along to the St James's Theatre, we always see something good when we go there, to build up that trust and that loyalty with our core audience.
What does theatre mean to you?
That's another huge question. The theatre can be anything it wants to be. It can be huge Broadway musicals, it can be a one-man show, it can be about making you laugh, it can be about informing you about the origins of the European community. There's nothing theatre can't do. And the great thing about theatre is that audiences bring their imaginations along. And you all sit with your fellow audience members in the same room, with the performers in the same room. It can do something that, for all the wonderful technology of television and movies, they can't do it. The actors aren't really there. They can show you, they can make you believe that you're on the surface of Mars or wherever. The fact is, in the theatre, your imagination provides part of it. It is a genuinely interactive experience. However the word interactive is bandied around, it really happens in live theatre. It really doesn't happen as much as people think when they're looking at a fluorescent screen.
Okay, can people tweet you with any questions that they have about you, your role, and the new St James?
They can. I've never tweeted in my life, and I don't know how to do it, but I'm sure there's someone here who will show me. Is that the right way up? Oh, there we are. So there you are. You can tweet here, and I'll get an answer to you one way or another.